Okay, so we are on to round 128. So now, for time constraints, I've actually only done 3 sides, complete sides. So I still have this side to do. So this is why I'm not showing you the corner where I have done, well, where we, you know, how your corner will look. So I'm just going to show you the corner that I did. So your corner, when it's done, it should look like that, and you will have done a slip stitch into your first puff. So your corner is going to look like that. Okay, and that's all going to be sort of connected up. Right, so I'm just going to show you the corner like that, and then down the other side as well. Alright, now we're just going to pretend that we have reached over here, and I am going to start the next round in this corner. So now, as I say, I have completed 3 sides, but I still have to do my final side here, and it's really just for time constraints, okay, because besides designing and doing the videos and writing out the pattern and PDFing and blah blah blah, all this stuff, I have to actually crochet. I have to actually finish up these sections, so that's what takes a long time, and I normally sit at night and finish up the rounds. But anyway, for the sake of the videos, let's start. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start in that chain space, that corner chain space. We're going to work a yarn over times 4 puff. We're going to chain 2. We're going to work another yarn over times 4 puff. Right. Then we're going to yarn over and we're going to work a puff between our next 2 puffs. Whoops. Well, we would if if that didn't happen. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to work another yarn over times 4 puff. Then we're going to yarn over and we're going to work 1 in the space between the next 2 puffs. So when I say the next 2 puffs, I mean those 2. And then between the next 2 puffs, yarn over times 4, like so. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Right. Then we're going to yarn over and work a puff into our next space before our double crochet front post. And so our puffs are yarn over times 4, right? Now we're going to work a double crochet back post around our double crochet front post. We're going to work a double crochet back post around our puff, the same around. So we're basically going to be working, sorry, hold on a second. Sorry about that interruption. My son was calling my little dog Roxy to come for a walk with Kai. Okay, so we are doing double crochet back posts around all the stitches. Okay, like that. And there they go. We have a really lovely green belt, not far from here, maybe 5 minutes, called the Elfin green belt, and it's probably around, if you go the whole sort of walk, it's about an hour and a half. It's really, really nice. And the back of Table Mountain is on the one side. You know, so we live between sort of the back of Table Mountain in Cape Town. So we see the back of the mountain, and the other side is the ocean. So the Elfin Walk about, as I said, about an hour and a half walk, and there is a river, or a stream I should say, with little waterfalls and things like that that run. It's water that runs down from the back of Table Mountain, and then of course that water makes its way to the ocean. So we've had so much rain this winter, which has been fantastic, and of course the little stream is really gushing, and all the little waterfalls and everything. Oh, and the dogs just love it. The dogs just love it. So that's where they're off to. So now we are going to work double crochet front post over our treble front post. So it's going to look like that. Right. And now we are going to yarn over, and we're going to skip our first puff, and then we're going to work yarn over times 3 puff between our puffs, like that. 1, 2, 3. Right, and so we're going to be working into all of our spaces. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 little puffs. So I'm going to see you when you have got 21. Yep. Okay, so now we have our 21 puffs, and the last puff will fall just before our very last puff from the previous round. So that's the last puff there. Then what we're going to do is we are going to work a single crochet into all of our stitches. So we should have 18. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then we're going to work a single crochet front post over our first puff. There's sort of 3, that little triangle of puffs, that single puff that you had there. Okay, so we're going to work a single crochet front post. I'm going to yarn over, and over both of these, so that joining space and that chain space, we're going to work 3 puffs. 1, 2, yarn over times 3, puff, yarn over, single crochet front post, yarn over, 1, 2, 3, single crochet front post, 1, 2, 3, okay, single crochet front post, and then we're just going to continue. So basically exactly what we did on that side with our 18 single crochets, our 21 puffs, and then our double crochet back posts and our corner puffs. So from this point on, we're just going to mirror everything that we did on the right hand side. And then when we get to our first puff, our first corner puff, we're just going to slip stitch into the top of that puff and fasten off. So we'll be just putting a slip stitch in there and fastening off. Okay, so that is the end of round 128, and I shall see you at round 129. Okay, so we are on to round 129 now, and again we're going to just pretend that I've done the whole round, but in fact I'm only doing portions because it would take absolutely forever to finish each round completely for the sake of the video. So we're just going to pretend that we've come all the way around and we've slip stitched into our corner 2 double crochets. Now we're starting our next round in our corner space, our corner chain 2 space. And we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to work yarn over times 4, chain 2, and another puff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then we're going to yarn over. We're going to work into all the spaces between our puffs. And we're going to be working. I can't remember now if I did 3. We have to do yarn over times 4 puffs, not 3. Okay. Okay, Jen. I'm making 3, 4. Okay, so we're just working. Right, so it's going to be like that. Pretend that this side is done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Oh no. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we're going to have those 2 in the corner like that. So sorry about all of this, but the blanket is really so big now. So, and then we're going to be working into the next 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next space as well. So that kind of little tricky space there before our next double crochet back post, like that. Then we're going to skip 2 legs and we're going to work yarn over times 4 puff. I'm going to skip 2 legs, 3, 4. We're going to work yarn over times 4 puffs, and we're going to skip 2 legs. Oopsie. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're working between kind of every 2 legs, like that. Right. Skip 2 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 2 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got those nice kind of fat puffs going on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're skipping 2 legs each time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so it's going to look like that. So the sun is kind of trying to peek between the clouds, but we have got rain forecast again. Yay! Then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. We're skipping 2 legs each time. 2 legs, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yarn over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we have 2 legs left over. Right, our double crochet back post and our double crochet front post. And now we are going to work into the very next space, and we're going to do round over times 3. So we've got 3s and 4s. So we've got the big ones on the corner and the little ones. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And the reason I've kind of mixed them up is because I quite like it just lends a little bit more like weight to the corner. Alright. So now we're going to be working into our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we're going to be working into the next 22 spaces. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yes. So we're going to be working into the next 22, 21, 20, 19, 19 spaces. But we should have 22 of these yarn over times 3 puffs. Okay, so you go ahead, and when you have 22 of these little puffs, we shall meet again. Okay, so I've kind of gone ahead because it was really just all the same. So now let me show you. Alright, so what we have here is our big puffs. Alright, so not counting our corner ones, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we'll have 16 of the yarn over times 4 puffs. And then on this side, I've just continued working those puffs and skipping 2 legs. In that case, it was 2 very tiny legs because they are the legs of single crochets. But now we started our next puff, which was a yarn over times 3, into the space before our puff from the last round, because that's how we're going to go. We're going to alternate like that. So we're going to have 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Alright, so our 22nd puff is over here, and it's after the last puff from the previous round. And then we're going to be working another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 puffs. Okay, sorry, 9 puffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you need another 9 puffs, and we're working those into every second stitch. So we had 18 single crochets here, so now we have 9 puffs, and those are yarn over times 3. And then we're going to be working, right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we have our first single crochet front post, and now we're going to be working the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next 7 puffs we're going to be working either side of our puff. So the 3 puffs that we had, so we're working before, so basically we're working either side of our single crochet front post. Okay, so like that, there's the single crochet front post, 2 puffs, 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 and then we're going to carry on exactly what we did on this side over here. We're going to work on the left. Okay, and so when you come up to your corner, you're going to do exactly the same, and you're going to just slip stitch into the top of your first puff and close off, and that is round 129. So I didn't want to show you interminable puffs, but I'm just going to show you that so that you can kind of see where I've done the puffs, okay? And you can also check the pattern. Okay, so we're just going to go over like that, and then we're going to carry on with all the puffs all the way like that. And now the next round, which is round 130, we are going to do pretty much the same thing, okay? And now again I'm going to start in our chain 2 corner space. I'm going to work. Hey, my little cat, she's been sleeping on this blanket. So we're going to do exactly what we did before. 3, 4. So we're going to start in our chain 2 corner, chain 2. We're doing a yarn over times 4, 3, 4, puff, like so. Then we're going to skip our first puff and we're going to work yarn over times 4. And so the yarn over times 4 is really up to you. I quite like the more bulky puffs in the corners. It kind of weighs them down, so it stops them from folding. You know, you want your corners to lie nice and flat, so this just adds a little bit of weight. Okay, so we're working between, no, I did 1 over times 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is kind of very boring. I don't even know if I need to show you this part, because really we're just going to be working puffs for the next 4 rounds. I don't think 3 or 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point you will be puff experts. Nobody can tell you how to do puffs. And you know, I was thinking of other ways to 3. Now I can't remember if I did 3 or 4. I did 3. It's funny how you can actually tell the difference. It's really just one strand, but 1, 2, 3, 4. So as I say, I was thinking of different ways to finish this off, but I just love the puff border because I'm not right in the head. Because why would I give myself so much work? But I just love that sort of bubbly finish. I was thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking of different ways and thinking of this and that and the other, but actually all I wanted was just a very simple puff border. So this is not quite the border, but it's almost the very end. So I've measured my blanket, and at this point it weighs almost 1.5, 3, 4, 1.5 meters. Whoopsie, not quite sure how much that is in inches. I will have that in the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so are back to our 1, 2, 3. And so now basically you're just going to work, I'm not even going to do the rest with you, you're going to work a puff between all of the puffs. So just remember to change up to a bigger puff when you get to your corner, okay? And then you do the little yarn over times 3 puffs in between. So you're just going to do puffs, puffs, puffs. And when you get to the end, you're just going to slip stitch into the top, okay? And then, no, in fact you're not going to slip stitch into the top, I beg your pardon. You're going to immediately work 2 puffs. So now you're going to do that for the next 2 rounds, okay? Where you are not going to fasten off, you're basically going to work your puffs straight into your chain 2 corner spaces. So you're going to finish this round, you're going to work 2 puffs, finish that round, work 2 puffs, do another round, and then fasten off. So this is 1 plus another 2, right? Okay, so that will basically take you to, so this is round 130, so round 131 and 132. You're going to just repeat everything that we have done. Okay, so I'm going to see you at the end of round 132 and we'll do a recap. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. So when you've done up until round number 32, and we've just gone around, we've gone into all the spaces, so it's pretty straightforward, nice. So the sides are a little bit wavy, ever so slightly, but that's all going to be taken care of. So this is basically the final part for the blanket, but this is not the end. The end is the border. So we are still going to do, there's still one more part left, which will be called the border. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of show you how it's looking. Sorry, it's kind of like dragging. Okay, so the light's very bad today because this entire week it's been very, very rainy, and so I'm just making the most of whatever light there is. Okay, so the colours I used for round 131 and 131 and 132 is the Bergen. It's that sort of golden colour. Okay, so now I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to show you. It's kind of looking like that, and I think I have kind of achieved what I had set out to do, which was to do something that was a little bit different and not, lots and lots of sort of similar rounds. I wanted to have not random, sort of different things happening in different places. I can't quite describe it. I just didn't want a lot of repetition, although I have shot myself in the foot because we have done a gabillion puffs, right? Anyway, so now I still haven't worked in these tails yet, alright, but we will work them in. Well, I'm going to work them in, so you can go along and kind of work in all your tails. So these tails, you can either work them kind of along there, or you can work them, these ones, I'm talking about those ones, you can work them back. You can also work them back into your sort of ropey elements there. Right, so I am going to see you So this is basically the blanket. The blanket as it is. I'm not exactly sure how much. I mean how long it is. I think it's maybe 1.5, 1.4. It really depends. I haven't blocked it yet, but it's around there. I'll put the exact measurement in the written pattern. So I'm going to see you at the final part, which will be released next week on Friday, and then that is going to be the end of that, and that's going to be the border. And yep, and then I don't really know what else to say. So we are going to do a border, and then it's going to be finished. So I'm going to see you next at our border. Okay, so see you there.